Companies are always looking for ways to rip you off more. Shrinkflation, charge you more, give you less. It's been happening for many, many years. A long time ago, I did an episode about a bar of soap, how it's curved on top, curved underneath. It makes it seem like it's more, but you're getting less because all those curves and cutouts take away from what you're actually getting. But now, another example of shrinkflation or companies ripping you off more has happened. And this annoys me because this one directly affects me. And when I heard about this, right away I knew, oh, I'm going to be doing an episode about this one. Long, long time ago, my local supermarket chain here in my area decided to start making their own convenience stores. And these convenience stores have done pretty well over time. Now, I just found out recently that the supermarket chain decided to sell off their convenience stores because of the way the whole economy is changing. They ain't making enough money. So they want to get rid of the convenience store chain and focus on other things. So, some company in Canada, Alimentation Couche-Tard, they own Circle K. They bought the entire convenience store chain. And I wouldn't care about, that. Fine, whatever. But the problem is they're enforcing a rule that has been in place for a long, long time, but was never enforced. When you go into these convenience stores, they have their coffee stands. And police, active duty military, and veterans can have a free coffee once a day. And that includes me as a veteran. Can you believe I'm a veteran? Can you believe I had 4 years in the Army? The people I had 4 years in the Army with couldn't believe I was in the Army. That was back during the formative years of Loudmouth Tim. Things were just changing from being your average high school nerd to, what you see here now. But anyhow, the rule on the sides was always, you get a free small coffee once a day, but no one ever, paid any attention to it. And I'd get a free large coffee. Here's what I'm dealing with. That's a 24-ounce coffee. And what you're actually supposed to be getting is a 12-ounce coffee. Now look at this. They use the same lid, so the 12 has to taper down a lot more. And it's almost like holding an ice cream cone. It's tiny and and you start drinking a 12-ounce coffee, and by the time you're, into it a good ways, it's done. I have been getting a free large coffee at these places now for about 9 years, maybe 10 years, something like that. Long time. And all of a sudden, I got to go from this to this. If I want this, I got to pay not the difference between a 12 and a 24. I have to pay the full price of a 24. After all these years, I get it for free? No, come on. They want, I think it's like $2.49 for a 24-ounce coffee. I can get a bottle of my flavored water, 32 ounces, for $1.29. So why would I pay full price for that when I, even this is $1.49 for the little one? Huh. So, this all happened about 3 weeks ago. The official announcement was made, and I started seeing up the new signs at the coffee stand and in the store by the register. And I was hearing different things from different people. Some of the cashiers are enforcing it, some are not. Some of them said it's not going to take effect until June 1. Some thought it was happening right away. Well, I just kind of played dumb and stretched it as long as I could. I kept still getting the large ones, but more of them now. I was saying, no, you got to get, just so you know, the next time you come in, you got to get that one, not that one. So I have to make a real decision. Am I going to keep getting the 24s and paying for it, or settle for the 12s? This reminds me of the old hefty garbage bag commercials from the 80s. Hefty, 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 wimpy, 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 hefty, 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 wimpy, wimpy, wimpy. Look at this. Now, if I wasn't a coffee drinker, I wouldn't care. But this affects me, when you're getting a free one, now don't you think, Tim, yeah, you were in the Army for 4 years. That's all well and good. That was a long, long time ago. Don't you think you're really trying to stretch, getting something for nothing here? Hey, I didn't make the rules. They made the rules. I'm just going along and taking what I can get for it, Those VA medical benefits are starting to pay off now that I'm getting a little bit older. So this is what's on my mind recently here. Any way to mess with you, 12 ounces of water and a little bit of coffee flavoring. This company has enough millions of dollars to buy a whole convenience store chain. You're going to worry about something like this. Show a little, keep it going the way it was. I ain't going to mess with things here. Leave it how it was. Anyhow, that's my big complaint for today. You got it going good. Things are fine. I was happy with it the way it was. And they're going to go mess with it. Nothing can ever stay the same. It's always going to change, and it never changes for the better. It's always for the worse, costing you more, giving you less, ripping you off. That's all for this episode. I'm going to keep it kind of short. Please hit the like, comment, and subscribe buttons. Tell me what you think about all this. Write some comments down below. Am I being unreasonable after getting this for free for like 9 or 10 years? I got to pay for, I got to settle for this for free instead of that. And yes, I could stop at one convenience store on my way to work, get a free 12 there, then go up the road a ways and stop at another one of these stores and get another 12 for free, and essentially have 2 12s and take them to work with me. But that's just, you got to stop, you got to get out of the car, you got to go in a store, you got to mix it all up twice, and is it worth the hassle? It's always something, I think just, they always got to message you some way. All right, that's all for this episode. Spread the word in this thing here. Put it on your Facebook or whatever. And help me get some more views here. I'm trying to push the watch hours on my channel up so I can get monetized after how many years it's been. Let's find a way to do that. Thanks.